What's up, Rabbit Squad? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something interesting. So, a while back ago, guys, I'm so sorry if I kind of seem, I don't know, I kind of look like I'm in the darkness or something. I don't know, it's because of the light in here. So, anyway, 2 days ago, I posted a poll on my channel asking what kind of things you guys want me to talk about. So, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, so I posted a poll 2 days ago asking people for help about which Disney attraction to talk about. So this Disney attraction is like abandoned stuff, not like the newer stuff, not like any of that. So I suggested River Country, Discovery Island, Cranium Command, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And all of you guys wanted me to talk about Discovery Island. That got 75% and River Country 25%. So in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about Disney's Discovery Island. For some reason, I thought I was looking at this earlier and I thought, like, for some reason River Country, I was going to say River Country before I filmed this video, but yeah, so Disney's Discovery Island. That is the most craziest place that I have heard about. It's like very crazy. It's like very, very, very crazy to go to. Even though I've never been there. I've seen videos and all that stuff. I'll get to that in a minute, guys. Alright, so Discovery Island, which has a very good history, not gonna lie. Alright, so Discovery Island. Alright, so Discovery Island, that's what we're going to be talking about this video. Alright, I'm going to do the origins. So, from 1900 to 1937, the island was known as Raz Island, named after the family that lived there. In 1930s, it was purchased for $800 by a man named Delmar Radio Nick Nicholson. Radio Nick was his nickname, who renamed it by Idle Bay Isle, and lived there for 20 years with his wife and pet Crane. It was later sold after the island's owner became ill and renamed Riles Island, and used as a hunting retreat. Disney bought it in 1965 as part of its strategic property before building Walt Disney World Resort. Delmar lived on the island and grew exotic plants prior to the island's Station by Disney. Now, I've heard, while listening to stories about Disney's Discovery Island, back then it was like called a whole different names. There was somebody who had like exotic animals on that island, and I forgot what kind of animals they were. Alright, the opening. The island opened as Treasure Island. Actually, here's a little thing here. So before, when Disney World, before Disney World made Treasure Island and Discovery Island, it was actually renamed Blackbeard Island, and basically it was not even a walkthrough attraction yet. It was just an island. It was on the map, but nobody knew what it was. So, just wanted to point it out there. So, the island opened as Treasure Island on April 8th, 1974. So, Treasure Island was named after the 1950 film Disney's Treasure Island. Makes sense. And so it was basically an attraction where they had like shipwrecks. They also had treasure hunts and all that stuff. So that's what kind of island it was. And later it was renamed Discovery Island, when it was recognized as a zoological park. The admission cost in 1995 was $10.60 for adults and $5.83 for kids, aged 3 through 9, which, oh my god, guys. Imagine if Discovery Island was still open. I feel like it would be very expensive. Like, $10 for adults and then, like, $5 for kids. In March 1999, admission was $12.67 for adults and $6.89 for kids, including tax. The island's facilities were home of the last known dusky seaside sparrow. Okay, so let me tell you guys something. So back when Disney had these sparrows. These sparrows were extinct, by the way. Well, yeah. Okay, I don't know. Something was weird. Because when I'm putting my hands like this, I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, so with these sparrows, they were hoping to like repopulate the sparrow species. Now, this was an endangered species. There were 4 sparrows. 3 of them were, I think all of them were male. Yeah, I think all of them were male. So 3 of the sparrows died, and there was this one sparrow left called Orange Band because of the orange band that's on him. And then sadly he passed away in July of 1987, which, yeah, so you could probably guess that all of them are literally extinct now. And apparently, okay, this is sad to say, but I heard, when I was, like, listening to a story about, Discovery Island, I've actually heard that they preserved his heart or something, like, Orange Band's heart, to, like, clone him or something, which I think that's pretty crazy. In 1989, Disney was accused by people for the unethical treatment of animals, of mistreating vultures that landed on Discovery Island. So, with these vultures, guys, what happened was that they would go after these vultures. I've heard stories about people putting vultures into sheds, like, that can only, like, store 3 of them. And there's, like, mistreatment of vultures that would fly onto the island, which I've got, I can talk more about vultures later in this video. Disney confirms some of them died while being captured by their employees, which is the shed thing. Yeah, they had a shed on Discovery Island that they would put them in there. Following this allegation, state and federal officials charged Disney with 16 counts of animal cruelty. Discovery Island housed approximately 150 birds and small primates. Filming location. The island was occasionally used as a filming location, notably for the climax of Treasure of Maycomb. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. In which it doubled for the titular Florida Key. I've never seen that movie. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you actually have seen that movie. I've never seen that movie. I've never even heard of the movie. So I could be wrong. Alright, so the closure. Discovery Island was closed to the public on April 8th, 1999, which I think it's kind of funny, guys, that they closed. Well, they opened on April 8th in 1974, and then they closed to the public on April 8th, 1999. That's pretty funny. Oh, little fun fact here, one of my family members was born on April 9th of 2015. So, I just want to point out that that's kind of funny. Because, yeah, I don't know, it's just funny. Exactly after 25 years of it, 25 years after its opening, but continued to operate until July 9th, 1999. Interesting. At which point all of it is the animals being relocated to Animal Kingdom, whose Safari Village hub was renamed after Discovery Island and other zoos. Although Disney never officially stated its reason for closing the park, it is widely believed the high cost of maintenance and attendance in the opening of bigger and newer Animal Kingdom are most likely the reasons. Since its closing, the island has sat largely abandoned with no signs of development. Disney considered teaming up with Cyan Worlds to turn the island into a replica of a titular island from the game Myst. I've never played that either, guys. Let me know in the comments if you ever played that game. Where visitors would solve puzzles while exploring. As of 2025, all original buildings and attractions remain on the island, though several have sustained major damage from hurricane and natural decay. Today the island can be seen easily from Walt Disney World monorail, Disney's Wilderness Lodge, Disney's Contemporary Resort, and Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, as well as from boat trips between. It is adjustment to the former site of of Disney's River Country, which is closed in November 2001 and was ultimately demolished in April 2019. And that is the next video I will come out with in, next Disney video. Alright, the visits. Okay, so a little thing here. So after the whole, River Country, not River Country, sorry guys. So, yeah, so after Discovery Island, closed and everything, there have been explorers. And this is the thing I'm into, guys. I'm into this kind of thing. So, Disney has had a history of urban explorers. Now, if you guys don't know what urban explorers is, let me explain what it is. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what urban explorers are right now. Urban explorers can be a group of people or a person just going to abandoned places like hospitals, schools, restaurants, abandoned places. And with Disney urban explorers, they go over to abandoned attractions like River Country, they go into Cranium Command, they go into all these places. And they go into basically all kinds of stuff. And at Disney, they go, they explore attractions and, abandoned attractions or anything. It's it can't just be Disney. It's, everywhere around the world. All kinds of theme parks. Alright, in 2009, an account was published for an unauthorized exploration. A couple of years ago with photographs by Shane Perez. In 2017, a film was made by Matt Sanswa of exploration of the island. Okay, so a little thing was Shane Perez. I'm pretty sure it was him who took these pictures. When he was on the island, basically, he and his group of friends, I'm pretty sure, they ended up finding a whole bunch of stuff. There was preserved snakes in soda bottles. Actually, that is a thing, guys. If you go online, look up Discovery Island snakes preserved in soda bottles. That's actually a true thing. Which, I don't really know what they were preserved in, but they were preserved in something. I don't know what the liquid was. And then, while Shane Perez and his friends were on the island, they came across this abandoned bird exhibit, and they found black vultures, pretty much. And everyone kept thinking, oh my god, what if these vultures are basically residents of Discovery Island? Which, guys, that's not even true, because considering the fact with Discovery Island removed all its animals, these aren't, they did have vultures, but these aren't the vultures that were on the island. These were just random vultures, so there's no residents living on the island still. Yeah, and there was also another explorer who basically thought they can swim to River Country, and no, not River Country, Discovery Island. Well, they kind of snuck into River Country, and they basically tried to swim to, they kind of did try to swim to Discovery Island. On April 30th, 2020, a man was arrested for camping on Discovery Island. I forgot what his name was. I was listening to a Discovery Island video earlier today, and I forgot what the guy's name was. He was removed from the island and banned from Walt Disney property. He called the island a, quote, tropical paradise, and said he did not know the area was off limits to the public. So this guy wanted to spend a week at Disney because COVID or something. Okay, so we're gonna go to the attractions. And also, if you guys want to go check out more of the guy that basically tried to spend a whole week on Discovery Island, I will actually put the link of that I will put the link to that video in my story. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to think here. Alright, so the attractions. So there was this one called Parrot's Perch, which was the Discovery Island bird show that featured macaws, cockatoos, and other trained birds. There was the Monkey Colony, which had some type of monkeys. There was the Trumpeter Springs, which had swans. Trumpeter swans. There was Bamboo Hollow, which had lemurs. Vulture's Hut, that had vultures. Toucan Corner had toucans. Crane's Roost had all kinds of had all kinds of cranes in it. There was Avian Way, which was then the United States' most extensive breeding colony. They had all kinds of birds like peacocks and stuff. Then there was Pelican Bay, which had pelicans. Flamingo Lagoon had flamingos. Tortoise Beach had 5 Galapagos tortoises. Alligator Pool, which had American alligators. Actually, it was called Gator Gulch. Yeah, it was called Gator Gulch. I don't know why it says it on here. And then Eagles Watch had bald eagles. Which, yeah. So Discovery Island, was just, yeah. So Discovery Island had many histories. A thing I find interesting is that at some point about Discovery Island, at some point they were sponsored by Friskies cat food, which I think is pretty funny. Yeah. So Discovery Island had many interesting things. In some of the videos, you see people exploring the island. You find they've been to animal hospitals. They've been through so many different things. And there's also many things still left on the island, like pictures of employees, calendars, all that. There was one time where I was watching a exploration video of the island, and on the video there was a Coke machine, like a soda machine, still there, which I think is pretty interesting. Yeah, no, so Discovery Island is basically closed. The plans for Mystic was never fell through, because I don't think Disney has any plan of changing the whole entire Discovery Island to whatever it is. So, and you're probably wondering, how did that one guy get caught? How did that one guy get caught by the police? Well, apparently so there was a video of him filming him doing the video, and he actually ended up finding a trail cam, which alerts police by saying, hey, someone's in this area, please go check it out. So in the body cam footage video, there was police trying to get after him, and then the guy was trying to hide and everything. Yeah, no, he literally wanted to be there for a week. He thought it would be a good idea to stay there for a week, which I don't know how you would do that, considering the fact there can be, because guys, it's kind of dangerous to basically stay anywhere that's abandoned. That's a bad idea. You don't know what there could be there. There could be dangerous animals. There could be unstable places to stay in abandoned places. And also there could be many other dangerous things, weather-wise and all that. Yeah, so Discovery Island is just sitting there abandoned. At some point, they removed the dock and the sign to Discovery Island. The only thing that they had on Discovery Island I mentioned there was a shipwreck on the island from when they did Treasure Island. Now, they didn't actually get rid of it. It's still there to this day, I'm pretty sure. And there is a maintenance dock that Discovery Island still has. They still have the maintenance dock for how employees can get onto the island and such. And that's how other people got on, because they had a maintenance dock and everything. So yeah, so Discovery Island is just sitting there, and yeah, you can get banned from being there. You can get banned from being on Discovery Island, because to me, it's basically dangerous to go there, because there is a lot of wildlife that took over the place, because no one has ever been on Discovery Island in a very long time. Now, at some point in time, after Discovery Island was closed, there was a time where they had classes on that island. I forgot what the reason was. I forgot what kind of classes they had, but they had classes on the island. I forgot what the program was, but yeah, you can do classes on the island and stuff, and then yeah, I don't know. Honestly, oh yeah, and there's also a creepypasta that I've read about Discovery Island. Now, a while back ago, someone I know actually brought up a thing about Discovery Island having like mutated animals or so. And I was like, nope, that's not real. That's not a thing. There's just normal animals on the island. There's like wild animals, vultures, and everything else. And she's like, okay. I'm like, nope, that's in a creepypasta, which I've actually heard. There is actually this, yeah. So in the abandoned Discovery Island creepypasta I've read, I actually read that there was actually it was basically a story where some people went into like a Discovery Island and they found like mutated animals, humans or something. I forgot what the whole story was, but I remember that they had that in there. Um, yeah, Discovery Island had pretty good history. It's pretty cool. And oh yeah, and there's also a thing that I've heard about. So I mentioned that Discovery Island was kind of across from where River Country was, and where River Country was, they are building like new hotels and everything, and people were kind of worried about the wildlife kind of being near, like kind of being near like the hotels, because I don't think guests would like having wildlife like that close. And oh yeah, there was also plans to make river. Oh yeah, there's also supposed to be plans coming out about something to happen on Discovery Island, and it had something to do with honeymoon cottages. They were thinking about building honeymoon cottages on there, but that never happened either. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think Disney would probably do with Discovery Island? My opinion is they're not going to do anything, because it's pretty much hard to get stuff over to the island. Like if you want to like like if you want to bring machines to an island, it'd be pretty hard to. I mean, there are boats that basically can carry like machinery and everything, but yeah. In my opinion, they should just leave the island alone. They should just, yeah. They should just, oh yeah, and also I read that people have died at Discovery Island, which I don't even know if that's true or not, guys, because because I've heard of people dying at River Country, but I've never heard of anyone dying at Discovery Island. I don't know where I've read this, but I remember reading something. Because at River Country, I will explain that in like a whole different video. I will explain that in a whole different video, because this isn't River Country's video. This is Discovery Island's video, which I know I've mentioned River Country in this video. It's because it's important to this whole video. I am looking this thing up. Hang on a minute. Okay, so I just looked up something, guys. So I just looked up this thing that I found. So apparently, oh wait, this has nothing to do with Oh wait, never mind. This doesn't even have anything to do with. Yeah, no, this has nothing to do with. Okay, never mind. The thing I found has nothing to do with River Country. Yeah, no, never mind. This has nothing to do with Discovery Island. This might have something to do with like, River Country, but I have no idea. Yeah, so I don't think anyone has died. Yeah, so back to the vultures for the second, guys. So, yeah, so with these vultures, they went after so many guests, and yeah, this is pretty just bad. So yeah, they became a nuisance, attacking park animals, stealing food, and defecating on boardwalks, and make it difficult to maintain the park. So then, Disney's thing was trapping them into a small airless shed, like you can put like 3 vultures in there. And then PETA was alerted, which you know how PETA is. If you guys don't know what PETA is, it's basically a thing. It's basically an organization against animal cruelty. And yeah, so the vultures pretty much live there now, which honestly, that's just crazy, guys. It's just crazy. And they all got sent to alright, so some of the animals some of the animals got put into Disney's Animal Kingdom. Some of them were in zoos. Yeah, so and I guess a lot of people prefer like Animal Kingdom way better than Discovery Island, because with Discovery Island you had to get onto a boat and then like stay there until the next boat came back. And then with like Animal Kingdom, you can just drive to it. You don't have to take a boat. You don't have to wait till the next boat comes back. And yeah, honestly, I would really love to go to I don't know. I wish that Discovery Island was like still open. But no, that's closed. It's been closed since 1999. Yeah, the island is pretty much overgrown because nature took over and it's like no longer being maintained by Disney and everything. Apparently there was like you could find pictures online, but apparently Disney didn't cut off like the power that's over there. Like they didn't cut off the power or anything, which is crazy. And then just like, yeah, there was also booklets that came out back then. There was like booklets that would explain what the park was. There was also like all kinds of other stuff. And yeah, hearing the stories about Discovery Island is like pretty cool when it comes to urban exploring. And yeah, and a lot of people still talk about it to this day, which is pretty cool. It's like everyone keeps talking about river country. People keep talking about like all kinds of things. People keep talking about all kinds of abandoned places, which is pretty cool. And I keep seeing videos about people exploring these places. And that's the thing I like about guys, is just urban exploring, learning about these places. And this is how we get pictures of abandoned places, which is pretty amazing. Alright, anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like this video, give it, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow for more content, and then the next video will be River Country, so stay tuned for River Country. Alright, adios people.